Yeah, you can have it. Have at it.
Oh, just tell me when.
All right. Now.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the next episode. I'm not even going to give numbers anymore. We've been here so long in the game. It's is what it is. But I'm still surprised at how far we've gotten so far, and I still want to welcome everybody in for tuning in with us, for hanging out with us, for letting us get these stories out. My name is Lamont Braithwaite. I'm your metric specialist, and if you ever need metrics in your business, this is always going to be a reoccurring theme. I can help you.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Bob G, your web design strategist. And the reason behind the word strategist is because when it comes to building a website for yourself, there is strategy involved. I'll just leave it at that. So, welcome everybody onto the show. No numbers. So, no numbers. This is season episode, and we're about to kick it off. So, um,
It's a mystery to
so
everybody.
you had practice today. How was practice?
Yeah, I had practice today. Practice was pretty good. I just wish we had more of a turnout, but you know how it is. Everybody has a job, so this is like a hobby to them. For me, it's not a hobby. I love the sport, so I'm there. You have to drag me out. I actually want to play again, but at 50 years old, it's not advisable that I do that. But if anybody can, I can. So I'm
Well,
still
don't
thinking
they
about.
have like the quarterback option where you get like flagged or tagged instead of tackled?
Oh, you mean flag football?
No, I mean just a quarterback, just a quarterback.
Yeah, that's who wants to play that kind of sport. I like the physicality of it, so that's why I do it.
That's crazy. That
If
is
it's not
crazy.
physical, I might as well watch it on TV.
I guess so. I guess so.
But for
So
me,
today we're
it
gonna
gets my
be
blood pumping.
today we're gonna be talking about breaking down like money struggles and a few
Ah,
other things that we like to address when it comes to people that are looking to kind of like take that leap from where they're at to starting their own online business.
hmm.
Um, so just to put some metrics out there, right?
There you go. There now you're speaking my language.
Hey, there you go. There you go. So, like, if you were to calculate it, right? Not even somebody who's addicted to Starbucks, as in like going every single day, but let's
Hmm.
say that you have somebody who does like Starbucks maybe 3 times a week, and they're
Hmm.
spending, an average of like $5 a cup. Over a
Hmm.
year's time, you're looking at $780, right? And I know that when I first started in this gig, um, it didn't cost me no $780 to get started to launch up.
Hmm.
And when people like take a look at money or use it as an excuse to not start, just that simple aspect. Now I'm talking about like getting over the fear and everything like that, and it's like just shelling out some money to start your own dream. you know
Hmm.
there really isn't a barrier there. It's more of an excuse than anything, because like
Well,
coming up with a few $100, if that. How much
I
did it
mean,
cost you to
there's
start?
my business. Well, I went the affiliate route, so there's minimal overhead to start, and you don't really have to have the expertise. So I wanted to find something that it's not going to hurt my pockets if I'm trying to learn. And affiliate marketer was there for me. Now, the other part to that is you have to buy into these programs, and they start charging a little hefty, you know, to open up the gates. I want to say because you can only learn so much on a free scale. But even on a free scale, they give you so much that you'd be like, I need to speed up a little bit faster because free, let's just say, for example, free would be a 400-page book with extra classes and courses. Nobody sits through that anymore because the attention span is like a gnat's behind. So that was me. So I wanted to, be with everybody else, and one thing led to another because once you get in, it's one of those things. So I upgraded on a few things. So all in all, I think my first year of operating, or my first couple of months, I might have spent like $400.
All right, so let's rewind it just a hair. How
Hmm.
much did it cost you just to start, like day one?
Honestly speaking, or
Yeah, yeah, no,
with the
no, no.
mistakes.
The people want the truth. I'm sure the people want the truth.
Well, the truth is, I was led astray. So 200, I think it was $297.
All right, $297, and what did
Hmm.
that get you?
It got me a bunch of heartaches. It got me my. I was frustrated. I didn't get the results that I paid for. Put it like that.
Okay, okay, yeah. So it's common, right? People put out
Yeah,
programs and strategies or whatever, and they put a price tag on it, and expect people to buy. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people that buy. A lot of people
yeah.
that buy, and they look for that instant gratification, that IG baby, and
Hmm.
it just really isn't there. When I first started out, I'm not gonna lie. I think I went two different routes. One of them was stock market, and which really
You
wasn't,
tried
a
that?
business. I did. It wasn't really like a business, but it was like, I was gonna try to collect money off what was happening on Wall Street,
Hmm.
and that went south really bad. Like it went so bad that I saved money from the money that I thought I had for it, if that makes any sense, right? So
It does.
let's just say, for example, I was like, okay, I got 5 G's to
Hmm.
drop into this, and I lost 2,500. I'm like, I'm not gonna play anymore. I'm not gonna play this game anymore.
Smart man. Smart man.
Yeah, yeah. So I used the rest of the money to get into the affiliate marketing business and try to go that route. And it quickly became apparent to me that, like, pushing somebody else's product was the game, and then it would only become your game when you had your own product to push out and have
Yeah.
other people push out for you. So that's my story behind it.
Well, I mean, I went that route too. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing in that market, but as some of these traders, they'll come to you as brokers and say, you know what, just I can show you how to trade. I can help you trade and things of that nature. All you need to do is start minimal with $100 here or something of the sort. Well, long story short, after $800 I spent, I didn't get anything out of it. All I
Hmm.
got was losing trade, losing trade, losing trade. Now, I'm not saying it can't work. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I was just uneducated with that. So, I couldn't, follow how things work. All I was seeing was, a bunch of numbers and it didn't mean anything to me. But all I know is that they told me just look for when it tops out and then when it starts dipping, wait for the three dips and then buy again. It made no sense to me. It makes sense now, but I'm still not getting into it. It made
Yeah,
sense to me now,
yeah,
but at the time, after I lost all the money, I was like, it is
yeah,
what it is.
yeah.
But I think
And
that's with anything when you first start in business that you put in a little bit of money expecting some results. It's not going to come to you like that.
I mean, speaking about, buying the dip, Nvidia, I think it was just like yesterday or the day before, like they went like $600 billion like loss. So their stock took a hit of like 30 or $40, something like that per share.
Nvidia.
Nvidia, yeah, they're huge, huge, huge company. Even though you're running Fruit, right? Your Mac, your AirBook Pro,
Don't
or
hate on
or
the fruit,
whatever you
bro.
got, you might have some Nvidia parts in there, but they're huge. They're super huge. Um, but yeah, man, and I'm here thinking, oh man, that's a big dip. I should buy.
You think?
Oh man, but I don't know, man. That's the thing. Like it's all very volatile and it's very uncertain. But the one thing that you do have on your side, people out there in TV land, um, is if you build something and it's true and it's a necessity and you're solving a problem, that's half the battle right there. That is half the battle right there.
Well, I mean, you got to look at which way the markets are going right now. The markets are geared towards going to building apps at the moment. So, First it was like, buying into courses, affiliate marketing, digital marketing, so forth and so on. Then it grew to, MRR and stuff like that. And coaching's always been around forever. But now it's shifting a little bit to the SaaS market, sales as a service. And now the big thing that's coming in now is, building apps, that, okay, like you go to the Chrome store and download an app on your, not an app, but an extension, blah, blah, blah. I'm into that kind of stuff, but I don't want to make that jump just yet because right now with the way AI is going, you can just take AI and build anything you want. So
Yeah,
I'm a wait till the market settle down a little bit, but that's the way it's going. And I think we talked about this before. I want to build something where I can make an exit of about, 10, 15, 20 million.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's what that's the way the market's going. So I might as well jump into it, but slowly, you know, not like I did with affiliate marketing when I jumped in and I bought the smallest product was 297. But if you want to go faster, you got to spend 497. And if you want to go even faster, you got to spend 997. And that's how I got roped into it. And I was just chasing the money
yeah, yeah.
and nothing really ever
That's
came of it.
completely understandable. Like that's it's the business model, right? Like, and
Yeah,
then as a consumer, right, as somebody who's looking to have that problem solved for themselves or for their lives or whatever, it's it's if I throw more money at it, more money will come to me faster. And that
that's
is
what a lot of people
so
think.
that is so not the case. That is absolutely not the case at all. When you look at the whole thing, like when you step outside of the box,
Hmm.
it boils down to mindset, and having the abundance versus scarcity mindset. Because like
Yeah,
if you really think about it, the amount of eyes that are out there in the world that are fixed on one of these devices or some sort of screen, it's in the billions, the billions, you know
yeah,
and just to reach 1 million is a feat all on its own. So you take any particular industry, and factor in the, I don't know, the gender, the diversification, the gentrification, um, anything that would like help, guide your result, especially with your metrics, right?
yeah,
And niche it all the way down to how many people are going to be looking at that. How many people are going to be looking at what you're putting out there? The number is absolutely astronomical. So for anybody to say that any particular area or industry is saturated is baloney. It's
yeah. That's
absolute
true.
horseradish.
But like you said, you spoke on, you touched upon a good point, and that's niching down. I mean, I try to often tell people that, okay, when you get into any business, who's your audience, who's your market, and they tell me beginners. Well, beginners is like 3 billion people. Which one of those 3 billion people are you looking for? All of them. No, no, all of them. All of them don't want your business. All of them, they want business, but not your business. Who are you speaking to? It has to be, for me, I found it easier that if I like the program and I figured, okay, I'm into this, I'm into that, there's got to be somebody else just like me. So what I do about this as far as going out to find audiences, I don't go too broad. I go looking for people just like me, you know. So when you niche down, whatever got you into that program, there's a whole following somewhere out there, and you can find them by talking the same language that got you into that game. So,
Yeah.
you
Yep.
know, um, you don't have to go so broad. Oh, I want to go beginners, or I want to go newbies, or I want to go, first time this, first time that. No, just actually talk to yourself. So if you ask yourself a couple of questions, ask yourself what you like to do, blah blah blah. What's XYZ? If you fill in XYZ, there's you can find a whole group of people that loves XYZ as well. And that's your tribe. Everybody is not going to like you. But if you
True
find
that.
somebody just like you, your avatar, then you got a healthy gathering. But I've lost a lot of money throwing spaghetti at the wall just to see what sticks. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And there was one of the biggest problem I've ever had was, you know, trying to you don't sell water to a well. My problem was I couldn't even put the water in the well. So I had to look at things a little differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had to button up, stop spending money because I was doing it on a unsustainable pace. I want to say so. Instead of looking at a company for what it's worth, or looking at a program to see what it can do to help me out, I was using that program to see, okay, well, I'm gonna buy into this program and then sell it to somebody else. Don't. I've been spinning my gears for years until I figured it out. But if you want me to tell you the secret, then you have to come to my Facebook group. I will gatekeep this because it took me a lot of years, but I can save you a lot of time for free.
Hey, now that you dropped the free word, for those of you out there that are listening, when all right, so here's a gatekeeping secret for a lot of people because I know that it's a secret. For those of you that are looking for free stuff and get sucked into that free realm, your free is not free. Like
No.
there's very very few things in this world that are free. But if you're trying to get like a checklist or some sort of PDF or some booklet or whatever to give you tips and stuff and whatever, what you get or what you're giving away is your information. And that's probably why everybody got all crazy about like privacy policies and putting in all these acts and whatever, um,
Yeah.
because people just give away that information. Then they're the same ones, the same ones who gave it away so willingly,
Yeah.
end up being the ones that are the ones that are complaining. Oh, this person is contacting me and whatever. So like, but you gave
Yeah.
the permission.
You
Like
open the gates. You
you
open the
said
gates and
it
let them
was
in.
okay. Exactly.
But
Exactly.
but that's one of the biggest things. You can give away checklists, workbooks, and I do this, but I only do this to gauge my audience or gauge whoever comes in to see if it's resourceful for them. Now, if it's not
Mm-hmm.
resourceful for them, I don't expect them to move on. But if they have certain questions, say, okay, what should I do next, or what can I do next? Then that's when I'm there to help. Like I said, I don't charge for information. Information is free. You can go to Google, you can go to Yelp, you can go to wherever.
Oh
Information is
no, but
free.
please
If I have
understand,
to
Lamont.
implement,
Yeah, no, I'm not coming down on you at all. It's a business model and everybody uses it.
yeah,
Everybody
but
uses it.
that's in every business model there is,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I charge for implementation. I can give you free till you say, okay, I got enough info. But what you're going to do with that info? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's either that or, well, I want this, I want to do this, I want to make this program to it's going to make me a lot of money. Well, how does it work? Oh, let me spend about $597, and then they'll tell me how it works. No, I'm gonna tell you what you're paying for right now. This is a gatekeeping secret. I will give you, I will charge you $597 to get you to the next step, but it's gonna cost you even more to go to the next step.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's in every program.
Yeah. And
So
this is like the business factor that, like in our model, right? It's ambition, life, and business. This is like the business factor of it all. Netflix is a super huge global company, and
mhm.
they are raising their prices. They are raising
Yeah.
their prices in the near future after all of the billions of dollars that they've made. And it's happening at the peak of when they are gaining the most members every day.
Mhm.
So it makes sense business wise because you're after that capital, you're after that money, you're after that money. So it makes sense business wise. At the peak of everybody coming in and want to become a member, I'm gonna raise my price. I'm gonna raise my
But
price
there's
because it's
there's
like, go ahead.
there's a reason for that though. There's a reason for that because you have to look at Netflix as a streaming service, what it is. But now you got to look at other streaming services. You got Amazon as a streaming service. You have Roku as a streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
they in competition. So what I'm looking at from Netflix in the next 10, 15 years, you remember Blockbuster?
You think so? Like they're gonna go out of
Yeah.
style like that? Nah,
Yes. Okay.
nah.
I I'm not saying you heard it here first, but you got to look at how the trends are going, how the markets are going. Because if anything, okay, you have to go all the way back to modern times. TV killed the radio, and then the internet came and slit the TV's throat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So what's next? So what's next? You got to think about it like this. First, we had VHS. Then we had nobody wants to buy that. Now we can rent from Blockbuster. Now we can rent from the Red Box. Those is not even a thing anymore. I don't even
no,
think
they're
people
not.
even remember that. So
Yeah,
you got to
I
think.
remember Redbox.
You
I
got to,
remember Redbox being a good competitor for Netflix, but they lost
yeah,
it because they didn't jump on the streaming when Netflix did.
right, right. And now when Netflix jumped in the scene, it was like one of the first streaming services that came out. They was doing good, so that's why everything was like $9 and $10 here. But now
Yeah,
they got competition. So think of it like this: they're going to lose half of their subscribers. They're just going to raise their rates to compete with that. Because now you don't have 10 subscribers at 9.99. You got five at 9.99, and the other five went to Amazon. So right now, you got to look at it like this: they just compensating for their loss. They're not really boosting up anything because if you lose half a million subscribers in one day, well, we got to get our money back from the other half a million,
yeah,
and
yep.
and that's what they're doing right now. So I call it right now. I say in the span of 5 6 years, it won't be no more Netflix. It's going to be something else.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna definitely go against that bet. And all right, so one other thing, right? That's been like kind of like going on in my head here. Um, when you look at because like everybody comes on here for tips also, and this is a very very huge tip. I'm frugal. I am so frugal. I am frugal. I'm gonna put it out there, and it's not like like money is gonna like be scarce or anything, but it's just that I'm frugal. It's just the way I was raised.
Uh
That's what I
huh.
was brought up. That's who I am today.
We all are.
Whatever. But here's the thing, right? When it comes to like doing these free trials or free services that you're gonna get for like 21 days or 2 weeks
Hmm.
or 7 days or whatever, here's a little trick. After you give your information willingly, after you give your information willingly, you know, immediately cancel. Immediately cancel.
Yeah.
And one of the things that companies haven't really figured out is that, if you cancel, they're not going to stop your service for that free trial. You're going to have your free
No.
trial.
No. No.
So you get it automatically right there, and you cancel it immediately right there, and you'll still have your 7 days, 21 days, your month, whatever it is. And the great benefit to that is that like you don't have to remember like in the back of your head, oh shoot, did I cancel that service? Oh, and then you get like a charge
If
on
you
your
even
credit card.
remember.
Exactly, exactly.
Hmm.
Because that's them playing the game. That's them playing the
Yeah.
game, betting on the fact that you're gonna forget, and
Yeah.
more than likely you will, and then you'll get a charge of like $30 or whatever the case may be for whatever
Yeah.
service you're doing.
And you're
Yeah.
not getting your money back.
Yep. So
I've
Brittany
done that.
says,
I've done that a few times because for the simple fact that I said, well, I just want to try it out, and then 2 or 3 days later, I've forgotten all about it's a free trial, and next thing you know, I'm looking at PayPal come across my screen, and I'm like, oh man, come on, man, you got to be joking, and I can't
yeah,
get my money back.
nope.
So it is what it is, man.
It is what it is, for sure, for sure. So Brittany says YouTube is taking over all of us. People are watching YouTube TV, so you guys are obviously in the right spot.
Yeah, she's
That
she's 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 right on point with that because it's all about the watch hours now, and once TikTok get back in good standing, that's what they're going to be pushing too, you know. That's why your views are low. I'm gonna give you a little secret. My views are low because I know why. I don't spend a lot of time on TikTok. I can't be there engaging. I have other things to do. But some people make their livelihood doing that. They'll be on there, they'll give a like, they'll share, they'll comment. I can do that to about 3, 4, 5, maybe even 10, but I can't go no more. I got other things I got to do. And then I go to
Yeah.
Facebook, I do the same thing. And then it's all these social media platforms are geared towards this. The longer you can keep somebody there, the better it is for the platform. And they will give you 1 cent for each person, each 30 people that you bring there.
Yeah, that was the same thing with
So,
TV. Their whole job was
yeah,
to make sure that ass stayed planted in that sofa watching
yeah,
YouTube. And that's exactly how it is with your phones or however you're streaming your content
yeah,
nowadays. It's exactly the same thing. The longer you stay there, the more money they make. That was one of the things when I was in retail, that one of the basic rules was the longer you keep the customer in the store, the more
yeah,
money they're going to spend.
yeah,
And that's for damn sure, because through casual conversation you're going to be talking about things that they're going to be needing from the store, and you're going to be pushing it
yeah.
off to them, and boop, next thing you know they're dropping like 500-600 bucks at the register before they walk out.
But you got to think about it like this. This has been going on for years. Now we always thought our parents were being mean because my parents was like, "Look, when we get in here, don't look at nothing, don't touch nothing, don't do none of that." And it was for a reason because if we go in there and touch them, oh, maybe I should buy this or maybe I should
Yep.
buy that. Mm-mm.
Yep.
They were strict from the get go. Now I want you to listen. When you get in there, don't touch nothing, don't talk, don't say nothing. We not buying this. So they was very strict, and that was why because there was it was a budget in place. Now we go there, we just like if the longer we stay in there, we gonna buy something. Just like going to Walmart. You went to
Yep.
Walmart to get 3 things, and you came out with a laundry list full of things you probably didn't even need. So
That
every
reminds
every
me
place in the world is a catch.
that reminds me of this thing that happened to us years ago, back when I met my wife. We uh we got this like offer to go to Disney World or Universal. No, yeah, it was Universal Studios and MGM Studios for like $100 for two
Hmm.
days, and all you had to do is sit and listen to these people pitch you a condo or some timeshare.
Yeah, that's the catch right there, huh?
Bro, we were there. And it only took an hour. It only took an hour to listen to these people, right? But like at the 45-minute mark, my wife and I are like, "You think we can do it? You think we got enough money? You think?" Man, oh, they almost got us. They almost
I
got
mean,
us.
just look at the everything has that base model to it. Even if okay, I know you play games on your phone before. Everybody has. And when you run out of lives, you can watch this advertisement. You can get one more life.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
they'll throw that advertisement, and the next thing you know, you got 2 games on your phone instead of the one you was just playing. And now you be like, I really like this game. Now you're spending a whole bunch
Right.
of time like this, and we got a bunch of zombiness going on, but it is what it is. But it's, people are not really thinking about it like that because
Yeah.
advertising for some advertising places is very strong and it's very hypnotic. You know, McDonald's has been hypnotic to me when I was a child. All I had to do was see the colors.
Yeah.
You
The
know,
freaking golden arches. There you go.
yeah. I
Look
want to
at
go to
me.
McDonald's. There ain't no McDonald's around here. It's a big old M right there.
Yeah.
Let's eat there.
Let's eat
I'm like,
there.
no, we got food at
Mm,
home.
deliciousness. Deliciousness.
but today's episode is just geared to just help each other out, and everything that you see is not worth buying, everything you see is not worth your time, but you have to be patient, you have to focus on what's really the goal or the end goal that you're trying to do with any product that you buy or any program that you buy into. um, I started teaching my metrics group about, okay, let the metrics decide what your business is about, or if your business is really good for you. I mean, because the metrics will tell you everything. You say you want to make 20,000 a year, for example. You want to make 20,000 a month, but some people have a program that only gives like a $7 product out. So, how many people you need to sign up to get 20,000 off a $7 product? Yeah.
That's a lot of bread.
So You might have big dreams, but your business that you have might not support that dream.
Yeah.
So my thing is, since I'm a big advocate of metrics, come into my metrics group. If you've looked me up on Facebook, just go to Metrics by Design. It's private, but if you DM me, I'll get you in.
He knows somebody. He knows somebody to let you in.
Pretty
Well, either
much.
way, guys, so yeah, just think about that. Like we're just putting like, some food for thought out there for everybody. Um, hey, I know that there's smokers out there. Smokers, if you go and buy a pack of cigarettes just 3 times a week, you're looking at $1,092 a year. $1,092 that could be in your pocket or spending it somewhere else that's going to benefit you, or whatever you want to invest in that's going to like really like, pave the way for you. Just
Yeah.
just an idea. You don't have to go like, rage quitting smoking and stuff, and then take it out on me afterward if it doesn't work out, but just to let you know.
That's that's. I used to be a smoker, and that's going to happen. As soon as you try to tell somebody to quit, because somebody told me to quit a long time ago, getting on my nerves, But I became a complete a hole, and I needed the nicotine hit. You know what I mean? And it's not the easiest thing to stop, but I used to smoke a pack a day. You know, and a pack a day now at, let's say, $15 a pack. I don't even want to do the math on that because that's rent somewhere.
That's a
You know what
lot
I
of
mean?
bread. That is a lot of bread.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, $15 a pack.
yeah, yeah.
Damn.
But it's ridiculous in some states because some states now it's like $20 a pack. So I mean, I'm never coming
Oh.
back to the United States. Stay over here. But
Well,
it's just as worse
everybody.
over here. But appreciate y'all coming on, man. From my side, I want to just thank y'all for hanging out with us. And if you have any questions, man, you can always ask. You want to buy some
Absolutely.
cigarettes? No, I don't want to buy no cigarettes, Gary. Not from America.
Very bad.
You know.
No, man.
No. Besides, you can't even ship them over here. That's called trafficking, Gary. We don't do that around here.
Tobacco, tobacco trafficking. That's crazy.
Yeah, you can't do that. It's just like, okay, I used to live in North Carolina in the States. You cannot buy cigarettes, let's say by the carton in Virginia, and think you're gonna go back to North Carolina and sell them. That's trafficking. You're going to jail, bro.
Damn. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the ATF, right? That's what is it?
Yes.
Alcohol, tobacco, and
Tobacco and
firearms.
firearm. Yep.
Yeah. Damn. Well,
You can
thank you guys,
can you see me?
everybody.
Can you
Go
see
ahead.
me right now? What you in jail for? Man, I took some cigarettes across the border, man.
That's messed up. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us today. We really appreciate it. We will see you again on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or if you're in Lamont's time zone, what's your time zone?
GMT.
Your GMT?
Yeah.
Well, what is that? What does
This is
GMT
good
stand
mountain
for?
time.
Oh, okay. So if you're way the hell out there, uh, eight, 6 hours ahead, so that's 8 o'clock. Eight
Hey,
o'clock,
man.
4
Don't be
o'clock,
mad because I'm in the future. No, bruh.
four
I'm
o'clock,
six
four
hours
o'clock.
ahead of you.
Yeah, 4 o'clock p.m.
Yeah.
4 o'clock p.m. if you're over there in GMT. So until next time, keep your hats on and keep the conversation going.
Thanks for coming out. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
We had